What's up YouTube, Psycho Ocelot here from the Echo Through Me channel. Today I will be reviewing Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley, as per its Steam page, is listed as an RPG agricultural simulator. It has overwhelmingly positive views, with over 98% approval of the Steam community. So why is Stardew Valley, which was just released as of February 26, 2016, so well received? Is it because it offers something different from the status quo of recent releases? Or does it bring the player back to the good old times of Animal Crossing on the GameCube, or even Harvest Moon on the N64? Maybe it's both. Due to the scope of the game, I've only played through the first 2 days of Stardew Valley. I've decided to give you my first impressions of the game, and hopefully shed some light on why it's so popular. The game begins with your character sitting at the bedside of his, I'm assuming, dying grandfather. He gives you a gift and instructs you not to open it until you have become bored with modern life. Cut to some time in the future and your life is gray, hopeless, and depressing. Sitting at your cubicle, monotonously typing away at yet another report, you remember the gift given to you by your grandfather. In it contains a deed to your grandfather's farm and a note instructing you to move there and begin a new life. Starting at the first day, you are introduced to your farm by Robin the carpenter and her father, Mayor Lewis. They explain to you that this is your farm and give you some seeds to start planting and beginning your new life. After this short introduction and a little help with the controls, you are left to your own devices. This freedom is something that is very welcoming in my eyes. Usually in RPG simulation games, the player must be handheld through every little step and nuance. This is the menus, these are the buttons, this moves forward, this moves back, here are this, here is that. But you're given freedom of control right out the gate. You are left to wander around figuring out what to do with yourself. This gives the player a sense of control of his or her life. There are some help guides in the menus that give you a general point of direction of what to do or what's next, but it's not necessary to follow. Like most simulation games, there are various NPCs that you can interact with, and from my research, I found that there is also a romance option. You can marry different NPCs. So I decided the first thing to do is mess around with what I have in front of me. You can see that there is a bar that shows different types of equipment. I've used that equipment and I see what I could do. You can destroy rocks, or you can cut down grass, and you can use a hoe to start cultivating the ground. So I decided to do that and plant some seeds, pour some water, and hopefully grow something useful. After that, I decided to head on over into the town and see if I can start talking to some of the NPCs, see what their story's about. I wandered around, and at first I thought the town would have been small, but it's deceptively big, if that makes sense. You're walking around and you're saying, oh, here's one house, oh, here's another, oh, and you don't grasp the size of the city or the size of the town, until you actually wander around. I also end up finding myself walking towards a beach, and then there's a little house, a little cabin there, and there's a pier and a dock. So after I wander around and talk to a couple of the NPCs, obviously not all of them, because some of the NPCs are hidden away or they're currently not walking around the town, I head back to my farm and begin to start a new day. So I start a new day, go outside, and I look around and I see that my parsnips have grown, which is excellent. So there's some progression. And then I wander around, talk to more people, and I get a message saying to go to the dock, and I meet with an NPC who gives me a fishing rod. So here we have another source of entertainment or some source of income, fishing. So I wander around a bit, clear a bit more of the ground, and that ends my day. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot's happened, but trust me, this is only the beginning. A lot more can happen, and a lot more will happen. So let me answer the question, why is Stardew Valley so popular? I think that Stardew Valley is so popular like I said in the intro, because it's reminiscent of past games, and it's something so open to other players. You have the villager interactions similar to Animal Crossing, and you have the farm simulator of of Harvest Moon. But those two alone aren't enough to make a game. You can't just make a carbon copy of Animal Crossing or a carbon copy of Harvest Moon and expect it to sail like Stardew Valley has. Sure, it'll have the initial push, but you want to have something that persists. So what is causing this persistence? I think what's causing the persistence of Stardew Valley is the fact that it's something not, I don't want to say new, it's not a new idea, but it's something fresh. If you look at the current releases of games, you have a very similar pattern. With the release of Stardew Valley, you get something that's comfy. And I think we're missing a lot of comfy games. There's a lot of threads on a lot of different websites looking for comfy games. And Stardew Valley fits in this small niche of comfy games. It's something easy that you can pick up. I turned on Stardew Valley. I downloaded it. I turned it on. I played for 30 minutes. I got through 2 days, and I felt accomplished. I didn't feel any pressure to keep going. I didn't feel any pressure to stop. It's at your own pace. And you know what? You can play for hours or you can play for minutes, and you still feel like you've done something. This is some of the reasons why I think Stardew Valley is so popular, and I strongly recommend that you try Stardew Valley or even watch someone play Stardew Valley. Get a feel for what this game is. I honestly think from my first impressions that this game is going to be really awesome. I'm going to continue playing with this, so I want to hear from you. Do you want to watch me continue playing Stardew Valley? I'll post it on the Echo Through Me channel. Leave a comment down below. Tell me that you want me to see it, or this game is trash, or this game is awesome. I want to hear from you, the public, the audience, the gamers. Why is Stardew Valley so popular? So leave a comment and like down below, and please subscribe to the Echo Through Me channel. This is Psycho Ocelot saying thank you so much for listening to me ramble on. Have a great day. Take care.